this is Tad from Artemis Oracle. I just did your energy weekend for this weekend starting May 2nd. So it's a 72 hours, so it's very positive. So I wanted to do something with love, and I want to get some hidden truth card. Let's see what we have going on in the love sector. All right, so what does the collective need to know, Spirit? That is for the highest good for the weekend ahead, the next 72 hours for the collective. What can they expect when it comes to love, Spirit? This reading is for, let's see what comes out, because, yeah, I don't want to, I mean, I could do, all right, first let's do singles. All right, singles first. Okay, what do the singles need to know, Spirit? Hopefully I remember. Singles first. Singles. What does the singles need to know? Okay, so some of you may be experiencing a heartbreak, or you may be recovering from a heartbreak, because we have hurt, betrayal, disappointment, and despair, grief. So some of you may be recovering from a heartbreak as you're going into the weekend, or you've experienced it in the past, and right now you possibly are going to have an opportunity to take a chance with something. It may be taking a chance with someone who possibly may ask you out, someone that you may be a little bit unsure about, not because you get any red flags, but you're wondering if you're healed enough, or if you're ready to put yourself out there again for love. But you know, not everything has to be heavy. You could go out and have fun, but remember to set boundaries, and that the person that you are considering, you may be considering asking out, or maybe is asking you out, you know, make sure it's someone that you know is respectful and respects your boundaries, and you know, won't add any more stress to your life if you are in the process, or you're at the tail end of recovering from some sort of heartbreak. Okay, for the singles, what else does the singles need to know? Finances. Okay, money problems, work, material things, success. So if this isn't necessarily a love situation, some of you may have experienced some sort of financial loss, and but I wanted to make this a lot with love, because this is the love oracle. So maybe you may be being asked out by someone who may not have the finances that you're typically are looking for in a partner, or maybe you're concerned about your finances and with going out. But I think, you know what, this came to my mind, you know, sometimes when you take a risk, you want to know if there's going to be some sort of reward in the end. And I don't mean that in the creepy, like, I bought you dinner, now you owe me something type of way, but more like, you know, is this risk worth taking? You know, is this risk worth taking? Let's find out more for you singles. Dates. Yeah, it says courting, dating, anniversary, meetup. Yeah, somebody definitely wants to meet up with you, but you might be like considering whether, you know, is it worth taking a risk to possibly get disappointed again, or, you know, should you just, you know, it's like you're weighing your options, you know. Let's see. Let's find out about this date. Let's find out about this person I want to ask you out. Okay, this person. Ugh. Yeah, because you know what? Okay, we're in the year of the snake, so we're going to take that into account. And also, snakes, this card has negative meanings, you know. So, but like, I saw the word temptation, so yeah, that may be worth, you know, maybe this is someone that you're really attracted to, and you're wondering, you know, is this going on a date? If you're invited out, is it worth, you know, possibly putting myself in this position where I may be tempted? You know, maybe you are tempted by this offer to go out, but what's holding you back, is it worth the risk? Is this 444? Is this offer worth the risk? Is this worth it? Is it, you know, is this too good to be true? Is this, you know, is this temptation? Is this healthy? You know, or am I healthy? Am I healthy? You know what? I shuffle. I don't know if you see the way I shuffle. So the bottom of the card is still there from the bottom of the deck. Healing. You are questioning whether you are healed enough, and the snake is about healing. And I know like this is a negative card, but I like to look at it broadly. You know, you it, I don't think it's you thinking this person could be shady. I think it's more so, do you think it's worth the risk? You know, when you're still in the process of healing any past disappointment or hurt, you know, you may, or maybe you've overcome that already, but healing is still, it's a long, it's I don't want to say we're healing with our entire life, but you know, certain things may come up that may trigger you, and it's like an inner wound that you discover, and you're like, okay, why does this trigger me? You know, I had to work through that, but you know, you could still have fun, you could still enjoy life. You don't have to be trapped in the cycle of healing. You know, healing doesn't mean you have to be a hermit and you have to isolate yourself from anything, that you can't take healthy risks, that you cannot enjoy the company of another person. But it's a matter of you knowing how to protect yourself, protect the boundaries, look for the red flags. If this, you know, but, you know, I say, you know, a lot. Sorry. I'm from the Bronx. Okay. You hear Jennifer Lopez say it a lot, and I'm just like, wow, we really do say, you know, a lot. Yeah, I think it's a Bronx thing, but you can let me know if that's not the case. Maybe you say you know a lot wherever you're living, but I digress. So yeah, like I feel like you're at this point where you're healing, and you don't have to trap yourself in your healing process. You should be able to enjoy life. You know, yes, we're going to be going through some disappointments and stuff, but there are good things that are happening, and my hair is driving me crazy. Okay, it's not about my hair, Tan. It's about the reading. It's about the reading. I like filming here. I'm in a different space. It's nice and calm. Tranquilo, me gusta. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm like all over the place. I saw 707. I've been seeing that number a lot. I wonder if that number is significant to you as well. It's 444 and 333. But yeah, I feel like you have to be at this place where you know, it's like finding a healthy balance. You know, you could still heal but still enjoy life. You don't have to isolate yourself from others, you know. I think that's the whole gist of this, you know. The truth and new love, you know, because you know what, we're always going to be healing. You know, there are going to be things that come up, and we bury deep down inside of ourselves, and sometimes we forget the wounds that we've had since we were children, you know, because come on, growing up and having responsibilities, they're distracting. So certain things may trigger a wound and we might hit heal. But what, does life stop? No, it doesn't, because during the journey, and I think this card is coming out because it's truth. It's your truth. Yes. And this is the truth. When you're healing 808, you should be able to enjoy life still, you know? And, you know, you never know. Like, if this person that may be inviting you out, they may be a new love, I don't want to say option, but somebody that could be a new love for you. But it could also be, maybe you're not being invited out this weekend, but maybe you're at this point where you're thinking, am I ready to put myself out there, to meet someone new, to have a new love in my life? You know, is it worth the risk? This may be the question you're asking yourself this weekend, you know? But you will know. You will know. You will know. The fact, if you are questioning that, then it's something that you definitely shouldn't like disregard. If you're already thinking about, am I ready for love? That's a really good question to ask yourself, because when we get into relationships, we should be like thinking, it causes us to reflect, especially when you're asking yourself, I saw the 9/11. You reflect and ask, look back, think, you know, it really is really good to introspect, you know, because yes, heartbreak is a possibility in any relationship that we get involved with, and it doesn't even have to be a love relationship. You know, there's a possibility of being hurt, disappointed, betrayed, and feeling sadness, you know, if a relationship ends, regardless of the type of relationship. But that doesn't mean life stops, you know. You get to like that Mark Anthony song. I'm not gonna try to sing it right now, but yeah, but you know, be open-minded, enjoy your life. You know, think about if you are at this place where you're considering if you want to be in a new relationship or open yourself up to meeting someone new. Have fun, uphold your boundaries, have this, you know, have standards, definitely have standards. And if anyone doesn't pass, you know, doesn't get through the filters that you set up, then, you know, it's not someone worth spending time, energy, and love on. I feel like that's what this reading is really about, you know. So I hope this reading resonates with you somehow, singles. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep it a singles reading because it's already at over 10 minutes, and yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna watch the whole. Well, you know what, I hope you watch the whole thing. Universe, whoever watches this video, I hope they watch it, the entire video, please. Thank you. If you like this reading, please like, share, subscribe. If it resonates with you at all, please let me know in the comment section. And if you're interested in entering my giveaway, please check out the new moon and Taurus reading just to see what the prize is, how to enter, and when it ends. So I thank you so much for your time and energy. I wish you love and light. Bye. 11/11.